Welcome to Jody Drawn Out, and happy Tuesday. So today we're going to start working on our ants calendar. And we're going to begin on November because it's November. I picked out some greens and some oranges. I'm going to start with the peppers. And I have one here, one here, one here. So it's a good idea to try to identify what you have in here before you get started, because there's a lot of detail on these pictures. So I want to think about my color combinations. So I have grapes, apples, orange, another orange back here, yellows, orange, green, red, green, orange, light green, red. So you definitely want to have some kind of a plan. I want to start with a really light orange color. And I want to check it, and that's why I have paper off to the side here. I want to put my hand to the back of the pencil as far as I can get it so that I'm not digging into the paper and starting out with a dark orange. I want to go way back to the back of the pencil and just really do a light, almost like a wash. So I was a faux finisher for 20 years, so I'm thinking of things in those terms, but I just want to do a light color to start with so that I can build up my layers and intensify my colors as I go. I don't want to be aggressive from the get-go. Okay, we have another orange here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, so my two oranges are colored in. So I've chosen some green colors. Again, I'm going to take my lightest one, and I want to use this bright, it's called True Green. I'm going to start with the one in the middle because I think my light source is going to be right in the middle here. So I'm probably going to want to have some light green reflecting from the Okay, not worried about the stem yet, because obviously that's going to be much darker later on. But I really just want to start getting some idea of the variations of colors where I want to take them. So I'm going to do an apple. Okay, so I've chosen a really soft pink color. And again, I like to check the colors that I choose over to the side like this. The reason I chose a light pink color is because, again, I'm going to go back in with more colors. I don't want to just start off with red. So I want some nice pink highlights for my light source when I start working on that. I'm going to go ahead and block in my other apple too. Same thing on this one later on. We're going to be shadowing underneath the leaf, under the ladybug, under the worm. So just blocking in, getting some colors down. I want this one to be light up here because, again, my light source is pretty much right in the middle here. So these are going to be the highlight areas. This pepper, I keep seeing green back there. So I'm going to start out again with a nice light color green. Because this one, I'm going to go for a much darker green, because in here, there's going to be not very much light will be in here, because they're kind of in the cornucopia, they're under leaves. So usually when things are further back, they fade away, but in this case, we're creating a light source. So we want this to be a much lighter area, and we want to cast shadows and some darkness back here. I don't want a yellow pepper back here because it would compete with all the light things that I would have. So if I had a yellow pepper and white bibs and say a light tan, like a mushroom color, let's say something like this, everything would be really washed out and too similar in tone. So I want a little drama back here. My last pepper over here, I'm going to do this one green also. Again, this is going to be my lightest area at the top. So these peppers, you know, they're going to have some shadowing in between the crevices. Again, all I want to do is kind of block out some of the colors that I'm thinking about incorporating in my picture. I think I'm going to go ahead and wash in some orange on at least this carrot, because this is going to be, I might do this one in an eggplant actually. So I think I'll do this one, and I think I'm going to do this one in more of an eggplant color. Later on, we'll be doing the bottom of the carrot a little darker to make the top stand out more. Again, our lightest area will be here. So I think this with the eggplant would be really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and color that in. The same pink that I used for the apples. It was Rose Deco, Deco Pink. If you haven't seen variety of carrot colors, you should definitely look them up because they're super cool. Okay, so this one is going to be more of an eggplant. A lot of times I start off with the flowers because most of my drawings have a lot of flowers in them. And I'm like, I don't know where to start. I gotta pick something. So a lot of times I'll start with the flowers, but we have so many colors going on in here that I'm gonna leave these for later. I'm seeing this in a nice wine, deep wine color. And I think these are probably gonna be like blueberries, because we don't have any blue in here yet. So I'm gonna wait on my options until later. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna block in my cornucopia. Yeah. Okay, nice and light, because like I said, we can always go darker, and that's the whole idea. We we want to go darker. We want nice, various layers so that we have multiple colors coming through, and it gives it more life and more interest. Okay, so later on we'll be going back into this. This is process red. The base that I used was True Green for the greens, and the base for the apples, and the 1 carat I used was Deco Pink. I think I used Sunburst Yellow for the background of my carrot. Yeah. And yellowed orange for the background of the oranges. Okay, so I think I'm going to stick with light green grapes. This is going to be a perfect undertone, and it's called light green. So okay, well, we are running out of time for today, so we're going to pick this back up again next Tuesday, and on Thursday, we'll start working on 2020 calendar, and we'll be working on November in 2020 calendar. So continue coloring, go ahead, have some fun with it. Block in the rest of your flowers, or if you want to wait till next Tuesday, that's fine too. So for now, I'd like to say thanks for joining in the fun, and we'll see you Thursday.